Hey, what's up, everyone? Luigi GX right here, and today I'm going to be reacting to Godzilla vs. Transformers Total War. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited for. Another thing I'm excited for, I can't wait for Justice League versus the Avengers. I'm really hoping that Justice League wins. But first, let's talk about the Total War with Godzilla and Transformers. I am going with Godzilla, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to all you Transformers fans, but that's just how I am. I just like Godzilla more because he's just awesome and everything. He's the king of kaijus. Well, monsters actually. It's kind of like a Japanese word for monsters, but still, it is something I can't wait for. Although I feel like that, I do feel a little something. Like, will Optimus Prime have? Well, I forgot the name of it, but still, that thing that holds this whole fight up a little bit. Like, seriously, I'm just hoping that Godzilla wins. I mean, I will be fine if Transformers wins. I mean, I did see some episodes of Transformers animated show, like not the old '80s one, like the one with that little girl named Sorry. I think that was her name. That was a stupid name back then. Now I think about it. But anyway, yeah. So, anyway, as always, make sure to check out the original video. I'll be right back here once it's together. Okay? Okay. Rewind. What's that? Wait, what the heck? You changed it? Black Panther, for 2020, Cold War, and Air Stamp decided he Mario was and roll. Oh my God, he's
finally here.
Not only that, he finally changed the intro thing. Like, usually I start off with saying Bobby was Spider-Man and everything, but oh my God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Like, I was going fast. That's gonna be something I'm gonna have to get used to.
Xeno Animations is back, and he prepared tonight's Total War. Also, we've got a special voice actor, Sean Beckett, playing the role of Optimus Prime. Check out these channels if you enjoy the battle. Speaking of the battle,
I still can't believe he changed that intro. Like, I wasn't really expecting it.
Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Ratchet, Megatron, Starscream, Shockwave, and your two mystery fighters are Breakaway and Warpath. These 8 Transformers will be taking on Godzilla all alone. As I stated in the previous round, the Transformers will not have access to the Matrix of Leadership, which is why an 8-on-1 is quite a fair battle. So with all this being said,
I thought Godzilla Jr. was going to join with Godzilla.
126th round of fighters. Let's start things off with Team Transformers, and who better to start off with than Optimus Prime? Optimus Prime is the leader of the Autobots, and one of the last Primes. He's also arguably one of the toughest Transformers in the entire series. He has trained with Alpha Trion for millions of years, and was granted the intelligence of Vector Sigma, giving Optimus Prime supreme intelligence and battle/combat skills. Optimus Prime has an assortment of jetpacks, cannons, blades, and axes, but his most powerful weapon in his current arsenal, excluding the Matrix, would be the Star Saber. The Star Saber is powered by the Matrix itself, and is a blade that is used to slice and shatter through the most dense matter in the
did not expect that.
Entire universe.
Wow.
With his standard armor, he survived a blast strong enough to destroy an entire mountain, and his peak Power Master armor can survive the center of black holes, as shown when he discovered Nucleon Energon. Next up, we have Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is my favorite.
Scout. After his victory against Megatron, he was given the role of Second Lieutenant. Currently, Bumblebee leads a team of Transformers in Crown City, where he calls the shots. He transforms into a sports car that can reach 400 miles per hour, and his most powerful weapon is known as the Decepticon Hunter. With this, just by thinking, Bumblebee can generate any weapon he wants. He can think of powerful armor, any type of saber, gun, or defense mechanism. However, the Decepticon hunters do have their limits. They can't turn into holy relics such as the Matrix or Star Saber, but they can mimic weaker versions similar to them. Moving on, let's discuss Ratchet. Ratchet is the head medic and scientist for the
I hear about the name Ratchet. It reminds me of Ratchet from Ratchet & Clank.
His most useful tools and weapons are his EMP generators and his synthetic energon. His EMPs can heal Autobots during combat, and he can magnetically lift anything metal up to 50 tons. With synthetic energon, Ratchet gets a physical boost that increases his physical limits tenfold. However, the Synthen is only a short-term boost and wears off quickly. While most Autobots transform into automotive vehicles, Breakaway stands out as an Autobot with flight capabilities. His possessed fusion beam sniper rifle allows for precision, long range, and efficient attacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they all just be cars. They gotta have some cool things like that, lanes or something, I don't know.
Other Decepticon weapons, allowing Breakaway to fight foes hand to hand. He's usually the one to report the results of each mission and handles most of the long-distance communications between Autobot signals. Warpath is the final Autobot on our list. However, sometimes he doesn't act like it. He is very rebellious and hardly ever listens to Optimus Prime. This usually gets him in the middle of tight situations. However, thanks to his supreme durability, he can easily survive most attacks. His armor is stated to be far more dense than a normal Autobot. Unfortunately, so is his skull. He's not the brightest Autobot, but what he lacks in intel, he makes up in brute strength. Moving on, let's discuss Lord Megatron.
So he's kind of like...
Megatron is the mighty and sinister leader of the Decepticons. Millions of years ago, he was known as Megatronus. He was best friends with Orion Pax, who was pre-Matrix Optimus Prime, and was a professional gladiator. Today, he rules the Decepticon army. Megatron is one of the most powerful Decepticons currently alive. He has the strength to one-punch mountain-sized Unicron clones, a luminal space drive to cross galaxies in warp speed, and has a fusion cannon that fires dark energon. Megatron has spark with Dark Energon, becoming one with Unicron. Because of this, technically his spark is banned from death. However, his physical body can still be destroyed. Problem is, breaking Megatron's body is not easy. He survived an explosion roughly the size of the moon, and it took the force of the Star Saber to put him down before his resurrection. His strongest weapon is the Dark Star
Saber. It's gonna be a problem for Godzilla.
Almost exactly like the Star Saber, except it's fueled with Dark Energon. Moving on, let's discuss Starscream. Starscream is Megatron's second in command. However, he's one of the least loyal Decepticons. His ultimate plan is to overthrow Megatron and hold position as leader. Starscream is an excellent liar and deceiver, and while he is quite the coward, his ability to fall back and run from situations makes a great survival skill. His most powerful weapons include his Null Rays and his 7-Spark upgrade. With this upgrade, Starscream stated to be on the same level as Optimus Prime, however his upgrade is only short-term and can be easily worn off. And last, but definitely not least, we have Shockwave. Shockwave is the head scientist for the Decepticon.
Don't know much about Transformers. Here's I've seen them actually.
To keep watch and to work on his many inventions. Ultimately, he rejoined Megatron and is responsible for some of the greatest inventions in Cybertronian history. He perfected space bridge teleportation, which can be used to teleport anywhere in the universe and can also be used to trap foes in the Shadow Zone. He also invented the cortical psychic patch, which allows Shockwave to read the minds of his subjects. Overall, the team of Transformers has a wide array of members with specific skills and unique traits to make an excellent team. Autobots and Decepticons have worked together on missions before, and ironically, they achieve things much more efficiently working together rather than fighting each other. From robots to monster, let's discuss Godzilla.
Godzilla!
Years ago, since the prehistoric
I'm gonna go with
ages, lived
Godzilla.
an innocent creature that lay dormant in the depths of the ocean. Fast forward to the late 20th century, numerous hydrogen bombs were fired and tested in the Pacific Ocean. This led to the mutation and awakening of the king of monsters himself, Godzilla. Godzilla became the living embodiment of a nuclear nightmare. In order to get the human race to leave him alone, Godzilla instinctively invaded Japan and many cities. Wherever he walked, he took out entire armies, monsters, and weaponry. This gave him the coined nickname as King of Monsters. Now, Godzilla is not a bad guy. He only does this out of defense and self-protection. In fact, if the planet is threatened by an outside threat, Godzilla will be more than willing to protect his home and even the human race from harm or extraterrestrial threats. Godzilla's signature attack is his distinctive atomic breath. Not much can survive a blast from Godzilla's atomic breath, as he generates and manipulates radiation to use it as a blasted projectile. The atomic breath is great for aiming at one specific target. However, if Godzilla wants to attack enemies at all corners, he can use his nuclear pulse. His nuclear pulse sends off deadly nuclear energies in all directions. A single pulse can easily wipe out an entire city block. Godzilla is an extremely skilled fighter, being able to take on multiple monsters and armies at once, and he's near impossible to put down. Godzilla has special G cells and a really impressive healing factor. If Godzilla is sliced and blown to bits, he can come back from a single cell and regenerate. And breaking him down to begin with is no easy task, as Godzilla can easily survive many black holes. Now, as hard as it seems to put Godzilla down, it has been done before. And while it wasn't a permanent defeat, Godzilla was taken out to a single organ from a weapon known as the Oxygen Destroyer. The micro-oxygen particles and impulsive blast rate was powerful and deadly enough to destroy pretty much every part of Godzilla's body. Overall, Godzilla is a massive, powerful beast who is nearly undefeated in all the battles he's fought in. He has a useful healing factor and has been crowned the King of Monsters for over 50 years and counting. And now, let's get ready for the fight.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going with Godzilla. I really hope Godzilla wins. So the Transformers win, that should be okay.
Giving them a few days of prep. Let the total war begin.
Wow, animation with water. That's pretty cool. It's scary. That's just. Oh. Animation. Oh, done. Yelling. It. Okay, seriously, this animation is pretty good. It's really good, actually. I mean, it's not as good as that Bowser's animation of my raccoon, but
Ratchet,
good.
open the ground bridge.
So, this is where the magic happened.
Megatron, we both know why you're here. Earth is under attack by this reptilian behemoth. We don't have time for banter.
You know me all too well, Prime. While that overgrown vermin walks on this planet, the differences between Autobot and Decepticon no longer matter. You want to save this world, and I want to rule it. Neither can have any of this colossal miscreation.
Mine seems a little smaller than.
Megatron, I'm afraid you are correct. A temporary alliance may be our only option.
Excellent.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Okay, Okay, gotta admit, that looks really cool. Godzilla versus. Oh. Alright. Every something.
Get into position and prepare to fire.
Alright, let's go start. Come on, Godzilla, you got this. Look at this like start. Whoa. Hey.
Fall back.
I'm out. Alright. What the heck is... Whoa. The fight is done. Godzilla already took out 2 of them. What the fuck? Oh no.
I am going to make you suffer if it's the last thing I do.
Hey. Wait, they took out... Oh yeah, that's us right there.
No!
It's clear to me that this behemoth is not going to back down. Godzilla must be destroyed, no matter the cost.
So is he gonna sacrifice himself? I don't know. Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, this cannot be.
We're not doing anything.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Oh no.
I have failed. Forgive me, Primus.
Alright. Well, I'm happy. I mean, I wish the fight would have gone a little better, but... Yeah. Okay. What's this?
You got the power.
Wait a minute, that?
Godzilla, you leave me no choice.
Wait, what?
Leadership, I call upon you. The power of the Matrix will light our darkest hour.
Wait, is this like Mountain or something?
Till all are one.
Wait a minute, what? Wait, what? Just like, also, something, I don't know, I didn't get to read it.
Now, before anyone goes crazy, yes, I showed you 2 endings, but the technical / official victory goes to Godzilla, as without the Matrix, this specific group of 8 Transformers could not put him down. However, I will explain why I showed that alternate reality in a little bit, but for now, let's discuss the main victory, which does go to Godzilla. And before
Alright.
For that, I owe a special thanks to the battle animator, Xeno Animations, the voice actor for Optimus Prime, Sean Beckett, the research team, and King Kong 19100 for the water effects. These are all very talented people. Check out their channels to support them. Xeno Animations and Sean did a great job working on this project. And now let's discuss the
I would say
outcome, starting with the Godzilla victory. The Transformers could have used Shockwave Space Bridge technology to either send Godzilla to the Shadow Zone or into the depths of space, but that wouldn't technically make them the winners. Doing so would only have resulted in a stalemate, and the goal was to end Godzilla's life, not send him away. So yeah, if this wasn't a fight to the death, and if the Transformers just wanted to save the city, teleporting Godzilla is something they could have easily done. And now some of you are wondering, why couldn't Optimus Prime and Megatron just tear Godzilla up with their Star Sabers? It would be very possible for both Optimus Prime and Megatron to easily cut through Godzilla's body like butter with the sabers, so yes, they do offensively have the weapons to hurt him, but the problem is, Godzilla regenerates way too fast for both of them to make sure all cells are destroyed at once. So offensively, Team Transformers did have the weaponry to harm Godzilla, but defensively, they just didn't have the protection to effectively last long enough to get the job done. And yes, Megatron is banned from death, and each Transformer clearly has a spark/soul form, so technically all the Transformers still exist in their spiritual spark forms. However, Godzilla also has a spirit form, so technically for both sides, if their physical bodies are no longer functional, they both have souls and spirits that can't be put down. So we would have to pick a winner based off of physical destruction. Without the Matrix, the winner is Godzilla. Now for the juicy stuff. The main reason why we got to this point in the first place, Optimus Prime's Matrix. Now, the only reason why I included this alternate ending is because way back in episode 12, the first time I had Optimus Prime win, I felt like I could have done a much better job explaining how the Matrix would just be too much for Godzilla to handle. For starters, the Matrix of Leadership is a sacred and ancient relic crafted by the creator god of the Transformers, Primus himself. It contains the collective wisdom of the Primes with over millions of years of added wisdom and pure energon. It's what makes Orion Pax Optimus Prime, and it has many uses and abilities. It was mainly designed to have supreme powers to be kept in check. You know, gods like Unicron so they don't do crazy stuff. The Matrix has many components. It has a component known as the Reconfiguration Matrix, which gives Optimus Prime the supreme edge and durability. With this, Optimus Prime can be fully repaired of all damages within nanoseconds. On many occasions, Optimus Prime has been brought back to full health from a single strand of cybernucleic acid. Now, some people are probably wondering, if the Matrix can always heal Optimus Prime, then why does he die a lot? This is a simple answer. If the Matrix is around a new worthy holder, it will allow the current Prime to die, join the Well of Allsparks, and make the new Autobot a Prime. Perfect example is when the Matrix allowed Optimus Prime to die, which then led to Hot Rod becoming Rodimus Prime. But if there are no worthy Primes around, the Matrix would have no choice but to heal its current user. Meaning in a one-on-one situation or this roster with no worthy Primes, Godzilla really can't kill Optimus Prime. So yeah, Optimus Prime can't be killed with the Matrix in possession, but how on earth can the Matrix kill Godzilla? A lot of people believe that the Matrix can only harm technology, and that the Matrix can only harm beings of evil. Both of these misconceptions are completely false. For starters, let Starscream explain.
Now, a TCOG isn't technology, it is biology.
So yes, the Transformers themselves are biology, and more importantly, we've seen Optimus Prime use the power of the Matrix on humans, monsters, invading spores, and non-Cybertronians who aren't exactly pure evil. For more proof that Cybertronian relics can work on other species, the Vector Sigma got imprinted with Jack's human DNA, making him the only one able to use it. The Matrix can give a Transformer a supreme upgrade in strength, and its Matrix Blast is strong enough to destroy the Chaos God Unicron. The same Unicron who shook the entire universe with his battle against Primus. The Matrix can also freeze time, go back in time, read minds, see the future, and depower others. Now, if the Matrix is so powerful, this brings two questions. One, how do you stop the Matrix? And two, why doesn't the Matrix just end all the problems right away? I'll answer the second one first. The Matrix is purely collective wisdom. It has a mind of its own, and it can only be used as a last resort. It was designed to light our darkest hour, not live our lives for us and remove any purpose of free will. Back to the first question, how can someone stop the Matrix? Now, Optimus Prime has stated that the Matrix is unstoppable, but there has been at least two ways to at least corrupt the Matrix.
Really?
Either hack it or poison it. Starscream once hacked the Matrix and fused it with a giant planet, but to hack the Matrix, you would need the intelligence of a Quintesson to do so. Quintessons are so smart, they know how to create Cybertronian life forms from scratch. And I don't know about you, but Godzilla isn't one who knows how to hack things, let alone hack holy relics designed by a god. And the second way is to poison the Matrix with either the Dark Spark, the Anti-Matrix, or the blood of Unicron. All three of these things Godzilla does not have access to. Now, the final argument for Godzilla is, if he tanked infinite energy before, then he'd sure be able to tank the Matrix. Well, the problem with this argument is the Matrix wouldn't kill Godzilla through physical force. It would take him out in many other ways. It can easily reverse his genes to make him degrow down to an embryo. We've seen the Matrix do this to monsters and other organic life forms before. Or the Matrix can demutate Godzilla, leaving him powerless without any mutated nuclear abilities. So to summarize, without the Matrix, Godzilla can fairly easily take out this group of 8 Transformers. But with the Matrix, he simply has no ways around it. And to quickly bullet through all the Matrix misconceptions, the Matrix can be used on non-Cybertronian life. The Matrix can be used on anyone, not just beings of evil. The Matrix can instantly heal all of Optimus Prime's battle wounds. And the Matrix would very easily erase, depower, or degrow Godzilla down to nothingness, leaving nothing for him to regenerate from.
And if
you want to learn more about the Matrix and how Optimus Prime can use it, I'll link a video by New Pantheon in the description of this video. If you want to learn, check it out and let him know that Animation Rewind sent you. Now, the main connection between Godzilla and Transformers in the first place is the really classic rivalry between monsters and robots in general. So I want to try to offer something completely new, a hyper war between monsters and robots. This concept is totally new. I'll basically take iconic robots and monsters from other universes and pit them against each other. Team Monsters will include the likes of Gamera, Godzilla, King Kong, Gion, and much more. Team Robots would include the likes of Optimus Prime, Gypsy Danger, the God Gundam, and much more.
Wait, hold on. Even Mega Man?
20,000 likes.
Is that Mega Man part of this?
War between robots and monsters. Also, please comment down your own ideas for future episodes of Cartoon Fight Club. And stay tuned.
Oh yeah, I already know who the next fighters are. Seriously, he animates Unleashed videos really quickly. I saw it the first time it came out, I would have been shocked. We all know who it is. Princess Peach and versus Amy Rose. And this one, ladies and gentlemen, is actually something I really wanted to happen. A fight that I wanted to happen. Wait, was she freaking... Was Amy speaking, Japanese? Was that a Japan version of Sonic Generation? Oh yeah. By the way, I'm really hoping for this, for the Undertale versus Mario Total War. I really can't wait for that, ladies and gentlemen. I really can't wait for that. I'm hoping that happens, and I really hope it does. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was something. I kind of wish the fight was a little bit more better, but that's just me, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, dang. Optimus Prime is more OP than we thought. I wonder what it would be like if he fought the likes of Popeye or Saitama or something, I don't know. That's just me, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, yeah. Gotta admit, that was something I was not expecting. But anyway, I'm pretty happy that Godzilla won. They did put up one heck of a good fight, though. I'm pretty sad that Bumblebee died. I'm really sad, actually, with Bumblebee. But I can get used to it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, subscribe, and look us up. I'll see you right back here next time. Luigi GX out.